Ah, shit. Here we go again.
There'll probably be sound problems, right? It always has to be sound problems. Hello, chat. I'm laughing as an amazing streamer. Isn't it great? Yes, there will be lots of cursing. That will be a thing we're doing. No, I don't think I've got better audio quality than the in-game dialogue. We'll find out, because I mean that's something they're definitely chilling on the expansion release page, right? They want to. We have fully voiced voices, and well, that was recorded in a bathroom. I'm recording it with like a fan, my computer fan's probably going shh. You know, that's something you got to deal with. Maybe I can get some background noise and we can. Okay, we're just gonna wait until a few people roll in, and then we'll be playing expansion Kingdoms of Harad that's released. It's going to be an experience. Apparently, I've heard that someone's already 160 on my server, which is, you know, pretty quick. Grot, is it true that you have been funded by IPAC? I am a proud supporter of Israel. Yeah, so how someone is 160 already, they usually, as this guy says, Leviathan says, you can just clear every single mission and then get ready like the day before the expansion comes out or whatever, and then hold them in your quest log. When the expansion comes out, level cap increases, throw your XP tomes on. Like you could there's no reason to be at 160 right now. Like not even day one, fucking hour one of the expansion coming out, a few people are already at 160. There's no end game for you, buddy. Yeah, so as far as I'm aware, the expansion is out, the quests are out and stuff, but the instances aren't coming out until at least February. So you have a couple of months to take your time with it, wait. It's basically just like Umber. Yeah.
Knock knock.
Hello, and you're back. You're here now.
I'm back. Yeah, I ate as fast as I could.
Excellent. Are you online?
Almost.
And you managed to install the update without any problems?
Yeah, it's updated.
No, honestly, we can start whenever you want.
So, Grotmaggot, what have you been looking forward to the most?
Oh, wow. I've been looking forward to outfit slots. You can buy new outfit slots from the Lotro store. Be sure to go and check out the Lotro store for your hot new deals. This stream is sponsored by the Lotro store. Go pay for the game.
It's not. You can't say that.
I wish it was sponsored. I wish I'd get sponsored. That'd be great. Predator asked a very, very good question. He's asked, as someone who hasn't played the later expansions, who are these characters on the screen and why is there a Khajiit? It's No, it's rather simple. Alright, so the person on the left is... I forgot her name, but she's kind of like runs the Kingdom of the Coins. The person just above the person to the left is Mizadi, who is the leader of a tribe of women in Ikaban. Warrior women. Don't ask too much questions, because I cannot remember shit. We have Gandalf on the left in the middle, and the person right in the middle is supposed to be you, your player character. And why does he look like a Khajiit? Because that player character is wearing one of the cosmetic outfits from the expansion. It has absolutely nothing to do with the story. It's just you in a pay-to-win suit.
If you don't pay for that outfit, you're actually not the main character.
Shall we start?
Yeah.
Alright.
So how's the bingo card looking?
Well, the bingo card.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll throw that up now.
Could you have it have it like up on the side? Nice, I see it.
We're going to slowly like note down stuff like this, like just anything we kind of come across. But currently, I honestly think you could make an argument for all 3 of the top row being already completed. You had a Patriots Gotha kind of just after I made the video. Obviously, the raid is not coming on time, and the kinship revamp isn't actually part of the that kinship calendar isn't part of the expansion. So we have to just. I think the 6 on the bottom is probably what we're gonna look for. Like if there's anything that's like any widespread bugs or lag. It seems a bit negative, but they may surprise us. It may be all right.
So what are the Beyonding changes? Could you go over that like really quickly?
It's pretty simple. I wish I could pull up the release notes, but basically, Hearten is now an AoE. You have Piercing Roar, which is no longer a debuff, but a group-wide or raid-wide incoming damage buff, which increases your defenses, basically. And I think there's a few other little things. It's just a little bit of quality of life. I think that's what Beyonding is needed right now.
Predator, they don't have softer paws. I wish they did, but they're still like squishy noodles.
Yeah, I never fixed the...
Wait, check my paws.
It's still squishy noodles, bro. How bad does the global cooldown feel for me on Warden? Well, global cooldown has been in the game for a couple of weeks, as you know. For me, it's very noticeable, excuse me. But I don't think it's the end of the world. I think that in time, and maybe with some quality of life changes, it will feel better to play. It's very noticeable, and I think I'm going to be like raging about it in the middle of the landscape, because you also don't have the double proc, so once you start your first gambit or whatever, it may be Wardum's Triumph or Earring, you don't have that free gambit mastery use. So, Yo, it's Moai, what's going on, bro? Look at this dude.
Nice outfit.
I am not on Gloundring, I am on the server Meriadoc. Yep. Oh, boys, if you got any music recommendations, just throw me, nothing too edgy.
How about Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr main menu theme?
Maybe later. Grot, considering the changes to Beyondings, and actually, funny enough, I just started playing as one. I was wondering what you thought about the particular switch from what was... Shut up! Let me try that one again. Shut up! I was wondering what you thought about the particular switch from what was formerly if what you could do when so he said yes would go. That is a phenomenal question, and the answer may surprise you.
Kerwin asks, "Hi Matt, as a world designer and landscape artist, I'm curious about what you would do." I'm not sure I understand that question. What would you do if so he said yes would go? I'm not sure what that means.
We have to go. We start the quests in the Darlager, and that, which is where the Kindred of the Coins are
find
based.
out what her name is.
And
The
maybe
one that's
Red
on the cover.
I will figure it out. I've got on. Fuck me, I forgot how laggy this city was. I might have to turn my graphics a little bit down, because you can see in the bottom right corner, a smooth, toasty 20 frames per second. We love to see it.
And Predator was asking what the TLDR on the big baddie right now is.
Fuck, to my knowledge, we went through Utubur and we defeated Azagath, who was part of the Kindred of the Coins, but he turned rogue and went bad. And now we have to pursue Nakasi, which is his companion, through the Kingdoms of Harad. The big bad is probably going to be some... They call it the Fardoof. It's going to be some sort of... I don't know. Oh, it's going to end the world type shit, you know? You know how it is with these games. And
can we have a comment on the baddie, which is Taffeta?
That's true. Very true. We'll see if Taffeta is actually part of the expansion or not.
Is that? Can we add that to the bingo card? Is that on the bingo card?
It is. Taffeta returns to the story and is actually...
That's right. I thought so.
Alright, this will have to do.
Yeah, let's check this party.
Is this the guy?
Yeah.
This is it. Okay. And we start. So this guy's called Jaith, and he says, "Can it be so? Has the day come at last?" Jaith looks around furtively, I can't speak today, before continuing with a hushed, eager tone. "Rumours abound that the wizard Inkamush now approaches the city." Hang on, I forgot, we have to have the sound on, right?
Yeah.
We have to at least have the sound on, and then listen to the voiceover.
Also, to interrupt, Schmooze has a very, very good point. In that Tathata is the only interesting character in the whole last of, like, 2 expansions.
Fully agreed, bro. Fully agreed.
Totally agreed.
My computer is about to blow up. What's going on? Okay. This is going well. Alright.
2025!
Alright, be quiet and let us hear it.
Can it be so? Has the day come at last?
Is that it, bro? So he says one line, fully voice lined, by the way. So the wizard Inkamush now approaches the city. We guardsmen of Umbar Baharbel trade not in gossip, but kinsman's Belondale's soldiers have returned from Ikoban with news of him, and they say he will perform feats of magic for any who ask him. These are dangerous times, as you well know, and the kindred of the coins might have need for such feats if they are to keep the people safe. Will you go to the waterway markets into the southeast and see if anyone has yet seen the wizard Inkamush? The room among a Tassadi often holds count there at this time of day. Court fair, even. And if anyone has heard anything about the wizard, it will be she. And my computer is lagging like I can't even describe.
No, now you have to run through the city again.
It's genuinely like, this is problematic.
I
I don't know, man. My computer's actually like dying right now.
Ooh, that doesn't look good.
You see this shit?
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Lil says lore accurate Umbar.
Low accurate Umbar, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I'm streaming, right? I have Discord on.
It's part of the experience, though, isn't it?
Well, this is my... yeah.
Is this more like than usual? Is it? Oh, are you off? Where are you going?
No. Disable service reflections. It does that to your game. Alright. So, yeah, okay. I've got it disabled because I have post-processing off. Oh, you know what it might be? It might just be needed for a restart, you know. But then, if I just turned off like texture composition and just turned down what needs to be rendered, you know.
I would like to say that in game right now, an elf just ran up to Askelin and checked him out.
Cool.
He does look very good. Mimo says it's a very authentic Lotro experience.
It's very behind the curtain. Yeah, it's a fucking shit show.
You come to Grotmaggot to experience the genuineness. Why are you running?
I just want it on record that when I did this earlier, it was completely fine. It worked completely fine. It was the second I went into Umbar Baharbel, it started to go to shit. So...
it's not a very optimized city.
It's a pretty city, but it's unoptimized as fuck, and the client is still single-threaded, so... it doesn't matter how good your computer is. That's what I'm saying. It's cope, but it's also not cope. Can we split the screen with Subway Surfers?
Can you do that?
Honestly, I might, next time we try this, I might just have Family Guy on the in the bottom right corner somewhere.
Please.
Just Family Guy clips,
Yeah,
just for
play
Mimo.
really quietly.
And we're gonna have to like quicken up. We've done 0 quests so far, isn't it great? Half an hour and there's been no quests.
You talked to one guy.
We talked to one guy before there was issues. Alright. We fixed that for now. Let's get move on.
Uh-huh. Where are you? My map's fucked up.
Yeah, map's fucked up, it's fine.
No, I can't see you on
Just-
the map.
just
You know,
just
I
follow
can
me,
see
bro.
you in the stream.
Oh, layering, that's why. Come layer to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, oh, shit.
Yeah, because like
Okay.
everyone's that might actually help the performance if we're on a layer nobody plays on.
I love a massively multiplayer online games where you go to the layer where there's least people so that you don't lag.
Yeah, Lotro never did well with high populations, right? So yeah, isn't this an amazing graphics? 2025 game. Go, Glup Shitto is time. It's time, Perks. It's Glup Shitto time.
Oh, here you go.
Rumors are like water, my friend.
What the fuck? Hang on. We need to isolate that. We need to isolate that voice acting. We need to play it a few times, you know? Alright. Are you guys ready for this shit?
Rumors are like water,
So ready.
my friend.
Oh my god. Nice and quiet now. Everyone be quiet.
Rumors are like water, my friend. Rumors are like water, my friend. Rumors are like water, my friend.
Like, did they get some old granny to like voice act this person or something?
Rumors are like water, my friend.
What? Water? Hi, Dana. What's going on? Alright,
2025!
Rumors are like water, my friend. If you have the ability to keep it contained, you can control who receives it, and its value only increases. But once it is spilled, there is no returning it to the container. Whispers about the approaching wizard have already spread throughout the market, and few are interested in what I have to say about him, for they can hear these tidings everywhere. My trade is in news and information. What now can I do? Alas for Tashadi, one of the most accomplished rumor-mongers in all of Umbar Bahabil. She is finished. Fine then. Go to this house and listen to the whispers of my former customers. They know all that I have learned, and more beside.
Someone at SSG headquarters is sad, pressing a button.
Rumors are like water, my friend.
Okay, you know what? I'll try and relog. You just go on ahead. I'll catch up.
Rumors are like water, my friend.
Oh, 10 out of 10 voice acting, lads. They notice you listening to their talk and quickly fall silent.
This talk is getting out of hand, if you ask me. What use could we have for a wizard?
Folk such as that bring only trouble. They say they can take on many forms and creep undiscovered into places where they are not wanted. I did not trust the cultists of the all-seeing, and I will not trust a wizard either. They seem little different to me.
Do you remember in Diablo 2, in the desert, in Lutgolan, in the desert area, where everyone just has like normal human American accents? And it was awesome. So SSG has added another wizard, says Preto. What's his color? Red?
Oh, it might actually be one of the blues. Okay, the opinions of these folk are split considering the value a wizard might provide. Oh, if it's Gandalf, I'm gonna laugh.
I have heard the arrival of a wizard heralds the onset of good fortune.
Wherever he walks, golden coins are said to fall from his pockets, and these are free for the taking by any who chance upon him. I kept my eyes peeled for him, but my wife also expects me to make my purchases at the market and return to her. How am I to shop while there could be a wizard with his golden coins so near, with me to blind his presence or something? Okay, so the
Swedish
room is...
accent voice acting.
Swedish accent. Okay, let's go and have a Swedish accent.
Accurate.
It's actually Gandalf.
No. Oh my god.
Does he have voice acting? Homie doesn't have fucking voices!
That's false advertisement.
False advertisement, boys. That's on. Okay, we'll have to do it ourselves. Ah, there you are, my friend. I wondered... I can't do a fucking Swedish accent. Come on, give me a break, lads.
No, it's pretty good. It was a bit more Norwegian.
Is there a difference?
I'll pretend you didn't say that.
There's no voice acting on the Epic Quest fully voiced lines. I have ordered 1 or 2 financial beliefs around me, and my order while I rested here. I shall not test your patience by repeating them. You ask the wizard where he keeps all of the golden coins, and he chuckles to himself. Ha ha ha! I see that you have heard some of them. Did you hear too that I apparently possess the ability to be Swedish, and take on forms enough to put even Beorn himself to shame? Alas, it is not so. Still, the Umbari were eager to see this impressive figure that have imagined that they paid me little mind, and I entered the city with little fanfare.
I have been quite untroubled today, or perhaps I should say that I have not been disturbed by the Umbari. The threat posed by the Farduf and Utugi warriors fills me with unease.
Maybe he's mutant just speaking with singing. You aren't being considerate, mister. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe he's just, sign language. Okay.
Wait, we got something from Moe.
Moan, what are you saying, bro? Elaborate, mate, elaborate. They've lowered the amount of slots you get on your LI, or at least increased the level needed to get these slots.
Oh my god.
Hold up. Vastin just posted not to... Are you trolling, bro?
I'm not seeing anything unofficial.
Yeah, nah, it's bro trolling. This is not the first time I've come to Shigana or to Baharbel. When my purpose brought me to these lands years ago, it was not Miflindir, nor did I wear the name Gandalf when I crossed the Ikoban River in search of answers along the great cities of the south. I was called Inkamush by the people who have dwelt in these lands, and let it be so again, while we here remain. I have been a friend to all free peoples of the north, but the names they gave me ring harshly against Shigana ears. Bro, as if their names don't ring harshly against ours, but anyway. Inkamush puffs on his pipe that he's actually smoking, that's good attention to detail, before continuing as he begins to speak again. Something draws his attention. There is a commotion at the gate, Askelin. If you are agreeable, we will together see what has happened to disturb the peace. Perhaps they have found someone that better fits their expectation of a wizard.
No legitimate ruler is turned away, stranger. But the kindred of the coins has given us strict commands regarding pretenders.
You dare!
Hold, my friends. Our enemies would rejoice to see blood spilled upon the threshold of Umbar Baharbel. Give them not this satisfaction without reason.
Very well. Who is this old man?
Well, who is this old man who speaks so to Umbari guardsmen? You explain that Inkamush is a wizard both powerful and wise. He is a friend to Umbar. The guard looks from you to the wizard and back to you again. If you vouch for this man, then I believe he is as you say. I have heard of your deeds on behalf of Umbar Bahar.
A friend of yours is a friend of the city and of the kindred. But this Misadi claims to be a queen.
It is no mere claim, guardsmen.
We was queens.
I am the shadow
She's kind of cute.
Yud Hamad, and I am here to speak with your ruler. Then speak, Sharamizadi.
she teleported in.
Lady Hamelak.
So Lady Hamelak is the leader
Accept my
of Umbar.
apologies for the caution of my city.
That's it.
These are dangerous.
Very memorable.
Yeah.
Should not this meeting take place inside the city? It could then occur with the rest of your ruling kindred in attendance, Harmelok.
This must be your wizard.
His name is Gandhi.
It is fortunate that his wisdom aligns with mine, or I would disagree with his opinion on the subject. But it is not seemingly to be foreign dignitaries on the doorstep. Shara Mazadi and her assemblage will enjoy the comforts of the city of the winds, while I summon the rest of the kindred of the coins. I invite both you and your wizard to attend our council as well. These matters affect us all.
What? Oh, I've just been teleported.
What?
Alright, lads, so Shara Mazadi is the queen of... I can't see the map, but she's the queen of Ikoban or something. And Rahazi is just someone from the story, but I don't... What are you doing?
Parkour.
Parkour, she says.
Hey! Look at this!
Oh, well done. I'm
Hey?
so proud of you.
Thank you.
Alright. No, you fell down. Alright.
No, I jumped down.
It's good
I'll
to
be
see you
there
again.
now.
My mother, Gerhazi, asked that I should join Shara Mizadi's forces to oppose the Empire of Ordak and keep safe my homeland of Amboru. Oh my god, that is so loud. Do you mind?
This one's for you, Mimo.
Sharamizadi gifted me the blade of one of her Subsuri, her Subarus, and I will wield it on her behalf for the good of renewed Harad, and for the protection of Ambarul and Iridir. But we should not delay. The council may have already started. Come, Bear, let's go.
Belbo.
So we had some tech hiccups. It seems okay now. So here is the council meeting.
Suffered at the hands of Orda.
Oh, I don't know if you've got the voice on. They actually have voice acting here.
Our shared purpose.
Yeah, I
Your
know.
two lands hold more than one foe in common, Miss Honey. Overlook not the danger posed by the Tharduth, those awakened servants of Morgoth.
Steal your tongue, wizard. Can we not fight one battle at a time?
Joe, come here right now. It's Taffeta.
Bingo card.
And this guy, I love him so much.
I
Rufford!
love
At the
that.
Red Waterfall will know the
Birdie.
danger posed by the Tharduth. But for now, they are quelled. The Ordekai still have designs upon our lands.
The kindred drove them from Umbar. Perhaps Mizadi should do the same for her city?
This she has done. Goranzar belongs now to renewed Hamat.
The Ordekai are in retreat. I followed some of them south as they fled. They bear little resemblance
Bear.
to the soldiers from whom we
Bear.
wrested
Said
this
bear.
She said the line, bro.
city. They are defeated.
Nice.
How often has a defeated enemy leapt once more into battle, Tathata? They cannot be allowed to regroup and threaten war once again. If Mizadi allowed this, she could not claim the title of Shara, unless I misunderstand her ways.
Now you see why I have come to treat with your kindred of the coins. I will pursue the Ordekai into their southern lands and destroy them. I ask for soldiers of Umbar to join my armies on this mission.
How many warriors do you expect us to give you?
A neighbor with an interest in friendship would send as many as he could.
Perhaps. How many would he send if he believed the two parties would not long be neighbors?
Careful, dwarf.
Numero, please.
It is as you said, Mizadi. We hold an enemy in common. Umbar can spare as many soldiers as you wish for this important purpose. Unless my kindred object.
You have become very trusting of late, Harvelak.
Will my companions and I be welcome on this journey as well, Miss Honey?
You and your companions are of course welcome to accompany my forces as we move south in pursuit of Barshud and his Ordekai. You have proven yourself a mighty ally already, and have lent me aid and support beyond my most hopeful expectations. I know little of wizards, but if your friend has the powers to lend to my cause, I invite him to use them openly and as he will. Renewed Hamat welcomes you and your companions. My army will march south from the Ikoban Valley and into Murghala, the Ridge of Plenty, and we will put an end to Barshud and prevent the Ordekai from ever again threatening our lands. That is the plot. We are going to war, okay? Don't ask questions.
Okay.
I know what your wizard seeks. He believes that these ancient creatures, these Tharduth, remain a danger to us. I heard the reports of kinsman Belondor's soldiers about the fighting at Utuk Bird, and to me it sounds like madness. The ravens of frightened men caught into the middle of a battle they cannot understand. Azagath perished at the hands of the Tharduth, and will not emerge from the darkness of Utuk Bird. So, So too did those terrible creatures, is it not so? Who is it that remains to endanger us? Ordach remains, Ascalon. This has always been the true threat, not the ancient demons from which your wizard would have us cower. This is why Umbar will support Medadi's pursuit of her foe south across the Ikoban and into Murgala. We are allies in this, for Ordach, it threatens us all. So if I actually listen to that, and I'm gonna hazard a guess and assume that Gandalf is like, well, there's bad guys and they're evil and they're like magics and shit. They're the Fardoof, they're the true enemy. And the people of Umbar, who are humans, are more like, actually no, we need to actually deal with the Empire of Ordach because that's like a tangible threat. So the idea would... Well done, Joe. I'm so fucking proud of you.
Thank you.
You got 4 of them.
Harmalak is wrong.
Harmalak is wrong. Ordach is not powerless, it is true, but the gravest danger facing these lands, and indeed all lands in Middle-earth, belongs to the Fardoof. How can this Umbari woman believe that Utugdvur might be the only dwelling of the Fardoof? Before I came to the city, I dispatched some of our friends to travel north into Harondor. Legolas, Gimli, and the Sons of Elrond will ensure the Fardoofs and their Utugi warriors did not go that way to endanger Gondor. If they discover such a threat, they will send word to me. But our road lies south.
We will not travel alone.
Oh, I got some virtues. Hooray. That reminds me. The current cap at 160 is now level 100 virtues. Have fun with that. We will not travel alone. Glorfindel has agreed to accompany us on our southward journey, and he waits for us in the town of Umach in Umulhar. Once we have reunited with him, I suggest we meet with the Kintai at the grove of Vartulin. Our road must pass deeper into what was once the Emerald Wood, but now that forest is changed, and the Kintai will guide us safely within. Mezadi intended to return to Umach to regroup with her own soldiers before travelling south. Speak to her when you arrive, and give her my thanks. Her ambitions and the army she commands to accomplishment will be of great service to us, if I'm right, and the Fardoof lurk within Murgala.
Very good. Let's experience the game like it was intended to be played.
Look, man, I just don't want to be in Umbar City for too long because it lags like really badly.
So apparently the legendary item bug is real, and people are talking about it in world chat now.
Oh, really? Well, luckily we haven't reforged, so...
Yeah.
What exactly is that bug then? What happened?
I'm not sure I understand it, like the mastery?
Oh, it probably loses a mastery because, like... That is so funny. Because they were going to add, like, a word of craft or something to the new allies when you reforge, but they instead went back on that or something. And I guess, like, they removed another one because I guess they just weren't, someone didn't get the memo. I don't know. That's actually kind of funny.
So, what do we think about the voice acting?
It's serviceable. It's okay. I think the joke was that, like, they called it fully acted stuff, and then we saw Gandalf and he didn't actually have a voice for that one moment. That's kind of funny. But it's honestly not... I'm
pretty sure they just advertised, like 500 lines of dialogue, voice actor...
Something along the lines of 2,000 lines or something, right?
That's a lot of lines.
Like, it's basically the same as you'll see in other expansions of late anyway. Like...
Also, there's, like, a cosmetic issue with the...
I forgot to mention this, but I can't actually buy these outfits because it's not hooked up to the Lotro store. If I was to click this button, it would send me to the expansion website, just like on Bora. So when they said, it wasn't hooked up, we're going to hook it up to the store, no, they didn't do it. So maybe I would say widespread bug or exploit. Probably like the allies, like, don't reforge because it's bugged. That counts. Typical SSG. Yeah, no, it is very typical. All right, we're going to Imulhar, right? Yep, Imulhar. Or Urmak even. Same bloody thing.
Grotmaggot, yeah. Glubshido.
Glubshido. Apparently, okay, this is also kind of funny. The dailies don't even have quest text, from what I'm seeing on Discord right now.
It is a new
What?
day.
Really?
Yeah, you know how I said people are already at level cap and doing the dailies? Absolute lowlifes.
Yeah.
They didn't hook up the fucking...
Today is a good day.
Shut up. They didn't hook up the fucking quest text to it. So it's just TBD.
Oh no.
And that is why you don't rush to level cap. God damn it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh shit, you're running off.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was sleeping.
I am pleased to have your aid and support, friend. And that of the wizards in Kanush.
Alright, it's chapter 14. I am pleased to have your aid and support, and that of the wizard Inkabush. We reclaimed Kur Anzar, but it was not enough. Even possessing the crown of renewed Hamat is not enough for Barshud remains alive to threaten my young kingdom and its people. We will now only be safe when Barshud has been slain, and the Empire of Odach knows the courage in our hearts and the strength of our sword arms.
Ugh.
Yeah, amazing. Even now my soldiers heed this call. Stand by the gate and look for the warriors that come from Kur Anzar to join me on the southern road into danger.
What Enjoyer says, I do wonder what the hell this company does with its profits. It's certainly not being put back into the game.
Oh, 100%.
And yeah, I wonder that too. You have a load of pensioners with disposable income regularly spending extraordinary amounts of money on a singular, emote. And this is what we get.
Quality control has never been SSG's strong suit. And I think the money, the resources are probably not being put back into the game, because every single time, they talk about, Orion talks about an update, it's almost or some sort of great idea he has in mind. It almost always ends with, sorry, we don't have the resources to do this, sorry.
Sorry, Lil. I believe I thank you for your service. I'm so glad this game is still around.
Oh no, Lil's a boomer who spends a lot of money on raids. It's the same thing, but different coat of paint.
It's a little bit.
It's all your fault, Lil. You're the reason SSG has gone to for shits.
Thank you, Lily.
Thank you.
Can we get a head chug in chat for Lily, please?
Everyone do 07 in chat for Lily, who killed this game. They absolutely do. If you look at their profit margins and quality, dude, they make money. They make money. This game is steadily profitable. Now, okay, it's not like a AAA. Dead Game Bro 07. Yeah, alright. Shen Zemin says, give me... he doesn't have voices, so he's just using sign language. Give me a moment to rest, if you would. I am not so young in years that I feel the road, nor fighting I faced before it. Shara Mazari wrested my home of Kur Anzar from the Bakushim, the Glapshito, and Urdakai have held the city. And for that she will have my gratitude and my loyalty. Aye, unto death. Many others of my neighborhoods and my friends feels the same. We knew not that we might be Hamati once again, but the coming of Shara weakened us to this truth. History is an unbroken chain that links the past to the present, even as it lies forgotten in the dust or trampled underfoot. Hey,
I hate those so deep.
I knew you'd get triggered about this really quickly.
I get so annoyed. What does that mean?
Well, look, a rock goes down because it sinks and it goes down, and a boat goes up because it's hopeful
down.
or something.
No. The boat looks up and the rock looks down.
Okay, alright, got it. Boat goes up, rock go down.
Yeah.
I am almost home. I dreamt of living here once again in peace, but for how long can I remain at Unmach, knowing that Shara Mazari faces our enemies in distant lands? Her own husband, Eshtali, perished in recent days, and she still fights. But I know not if I am as strong as she.
God, too many women.
Oh, you're gonna enjoy this.
I play Lotro to get away from women.
Glorfindel.
It is always the same.
Oh, okay.
In this place, I see young soldiers of old wars.
It is always the same. I'm gonna do the Victor voice. Why not? In this place, I see young soldiers of old wars, fighting and dying in battles they did not cause, and whose roots they did not see. They fight against Ordach as I fought against Mordor, and Sigmar, praise him. And they fight for Mizadi as I fought for Gilgalad, the High King. Do they think this will be the last battle they need fight? As I believe then. Did I call them young soldiers? Perhaps I am one of them after all, despite my years. No, you're like 1,000,000 years old. Shut up. Yes, I understand Mizadi and her army will travel the longer way through Kudzagin and into Murgala, avoiding the dangerous forest road. But Inkamush wishes otherwise. He would have us speak first with Thor Villon, Who invents these fucking names, dude? The Kinta Warden of the Grove of Vartulin. It is the wizard's plan to take the forest road through what remains of the Emerald Wood, blah 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 blah. It seems a good idea to me that the creatures we fought at the Dagor Kalanthir were fearsome, and I do not want them to prey upon the Kintai. Our kindreds are long divided, but they remain elves, and dear to me even from such distance. So we got Glorfindel here because he's like an emissary of the elves, and the Kintai are like these distant elves. We know this from Legacy of Morgoth. They kind of live in this sort of area, and their home is actually here. So they have like the poopiest, shittiest homeland I could ever think of. But they're like super ancient to the point where they're turning into trees. That's how old they are. Where are we going then? What's the plan? Talk to Fallen and Southwest of Ormark. Oh, it's not too far.
I think we could have taken a horse. I don't know.
Nah, fuck it. It's about the meaningful journey.
Yeah.
It's very Lotro that, like, every expansion, they always have, like, this kind of fairly long prologue before you actually get into the new content areas. It's just, yeah, it's always been like that.
We haven't even fought anything yet.
Well, yeah, there hasn't been any combat yet. We don't need to.
It's been a walking and listening simulator.
Well, yeah, that's what people like, though. The combat is second nature to the story in a lot of players' minds.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, they obviously do have a lot of quests that involve fighting, because how else are you going to get, like, the XP and shit, but...
Yeah, and filler.
Yeah. It hasn't really jumped out... Like, the story hasn't really jumped out to me just yet, but, like, then again, I'm not the most lore-heavy, like, I don't understand the story as much as, I don't know, someone who's passionately read every single quest text an hour ago.
It's hard to emphasize with all these words that have no meaning.
Well, let's be honest, it's been like a year since I've done any of these fucking quests, so...
Yeah.
See, I've always liked that outfit. What brings you back to Vartulun? You tell Thor Villon that you have come to with the elf lord Glorfindel and the wizard Inkamush to secure... dude, I love how they are so desperate to do this whole, like, Gandalf has so many different names that even in the quest text he is now referred to as Inkamush instead of Gandalf.
I know, it's not from the beginning. Also, I love how you pronounce it in a different way every single time it pops up.
Yes, and I continue to do this. To secure the sanctity of the Emerald Wood on your journey to oppose the Empire of Ordak, the Warden of the Grove strokes his chin. My folk have noticed something strange. Orc-like creatures moving through the trees outside Vartulun. We believed them to be orcs at first, but these were dressed strangely, and seemed a larger breed than orcs. Okay, they're obviously Utubur, guys. They're obviously Utugi, right? Hello?
It's just like, hello?
Where are you going?
Just running around. Also, I don't think you're giving him an elfy enough voice.
Okay, I'll give him a very soft, effeminate voice.
Yes.
Yeah. These creatures of all kind, which Thorvaldin speaks,
certainly Utugi.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're almost certainly Utugi, bro. If you will go search for the sign of these invaders outside Vartulun, I will tell him what we know of them and their Father Masters. Be careful, for your Utugi must be driven by some evil papas if they dare approach the coves of the Kintai. But it does make sense that the elves may not actually know what the hell's going on. Like,
because they're elves and they're like reserved and they're closed off from the rest of the world. Bit lazy, but
Yeah, I guess.
whatever.
No.
Let's go. While the iron is hot, we shall strike.
But see, that's another thing that I've criticized about the game's sort of map design is that they're literally right next to the world. Like, it's not like this is hidden away in a deep, dark valley somewhere. It's literally just next to the city we were just in. The quest itself is like a stone toss away. It's just...
Toss.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if it was... It's like the quests have not been designed with the map in mind.
Look for sign. We'll like. I would want to critique the actual landscape a bit later once we get into it. You feel hostile eyes upon you from somewhere as a mossy boulder.
Whoa.
Draw 4 from. Oh, incoming.
Oh.
And we get to have our first combat encounter.
All my skills are set up all wrong.
It's alright. He's dead. The Otuki falls to the ground defeated, but your fears are confirmed.
Whoop.
Yeah, it seems
You
to
don't
be
have mark on you.
it's healing you, right?
Yeah, it's healing you.
I just want to know the distance, so stay where you are.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's got a decent enough distance. Is that as far as it'll go?
Now you're out of range. Here, this is as far as it'll go.
That's good. I'm happy enough for that.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So it is.
So it is true.
What Enjoyer says, so many reused textures and assets.
Oh, bro,
well,
we're not even in the new area yet.
No, but still, it's valid.
The Tsugi have leave the lands in which they awoke and began to threaten others nearby. Our mission grows more serious. We cannot leave Imhulhar just yet. Oh, Jesus. While you were gone, 4 villains spoke to me of a woman about whom I must learn more. She says she is named Kuridwan. It's a weird name. That's a weird way to spell Kuruwin. And she has been a friend to the Kintai for as long as he can remember. Inkabush looks at you closely, one of his eyebrows raised. 4 villains of the Kintai elves, and his memory is long. How can it be that this woman has lived in this place for such a span? This mystery and others have prompted me to ask a number of questions I have not before asked or something.
Oh my goodness, the blue wizard is a woman.
That's enough. Oh, I completely neglected to actually talk about the the LI bug. So, this is from the official Discord, right? Do not modify your legendary items at this time. We are currently investigating an issue with legendary items having issues when modifying their items. That is such a Cordoism. That is such a Cordovan way of saying something. And players should avoid doing this at this time. We are aware of your reports of slotted traceries not appearing correctly after this process, and we're looking to investigate and resolve the issue as soon as we can. So that's just heads up, lads. Don't actually reforge your weapons. I'm sure most of you already have. I'm sorry.
Can you please update the bingo card?
Yeah, I will. I'll update it. I might actually put it on the stream. Could do it that way.
Do it.
Alright, give me a sec, I'll do it now. I'm noting a lot of this down, you know.
Good.
It hasn't been laggy yet, to be fair.
Yeah, it has. Are you kidding me?
What do you mean? I'm talking about server lag, not my retardations.
Okay.
Alright, I'll throw it on the stream now. And that's what we got so far, boys.
Let me know when you are ready.
Oh, it's another Storm instance. It's nice to see it. It's nice to see people, though. Like, it's nice to see people log on and...
It feels like there's people playing the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good solid about
Whoa.
780 people on that on. So yeah, it's nice to see. Alright.
Then let us call upon Kuridwan and learn if she has answers to my questions. What is it, Glorfindel? What have you seen?
What is it? What do you smell?
These are orcs on the slope above us.
Wait, are you loaded in?
Yeah, I'm here.
Lady Galadriel of the Woodland Realm. I think they remain unaware of our presence, which grants us to the land's edge. Shall we put an end to their menace?
Confront the orcs! Alright, say it for me then, bro. Oh, by the way, we have no difficulty, so let's just do it.
Oh. Big pull! Big pull!
We're under attack!
Do you want me to fear them?
Yeah.
Nah, they're dead. They're dead.
Come on, Glorfindale, wake up.
Is this how the game actually is without difficulty?
Yes.
No way.
Oh, watch
Here,
out.
let me fear them.
Oh, one sec. Let me get the
funny.
bleeds on this guy and let me just do the funny.
Okay.
Alright, now. Fear.
Now. Whee! Love that.
This way.
Amazing. I'm gonna miss the 6th set so much. I fear some of the orcs may have already passed into Kirgrun. Even now, the life of Cudded One may be in jeopardy. Glorfindel and I will ensure it is safe out here, and we will join you within when we can. So go ahead and inside to the cave. Let's go. We did it, chat.
How epic.
Wait, where the hell are we? Yo,
It's Nenaras' house.
Yo, this is like a secret little area. Right, let's go and kill them.
Cute.
I also wanted you to get it in your fingers to use piercing. Not like it will do anything right now. But.
There. That wasn't piercing. Hold on. There you go. Whoa.
Piercing roar, 0.75% incoming damage. That's not bad. Talk to the one who hid from the orcs behind Caladan's dwelling. Yo!
Invisible wall lag. Oh, this is server lag.
Okay.
I'm having server, like, they're running in place.
Maybe it's crashed.
Bingo card. It's bingo card.
Yo, did the service
People
crash?
are going offline. I think so. Pankkor's gone offline. Askelin's gone offline.
Yo! Did the servers crash?
Servers are crashing.
Shh, what the fuck? Boys.
Servers seem to be crashing. I'm in Lotro chat now. Roll back? Is that announced?
I hope not. Okay, so I'm just going to read from what the boys have posted on the Discord, quotes from the official Discord. Okay, something has clearly gone deeply wrong here. I'm unaware of any significant changes made to the allies themselves or over the last few updates, so whatever this is highly unexpected. I strongly advise against reforging or messing with your allies in any way until we have a chance to research this and figure out what happened here. That was from Vastin. A load of people are experiencing this, and what's actually happening is every single tracery has been shifted up irregardless of what slot it belongs to, so they're just slotted from top to bottom. Huh? So it's just bugged it all out completely. Well, obviously it's crashed now, lads, but... Ethereal, thanks for beta testing this for me to enjoy in about 3 months' time. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh my god.
As I say, live is the beta. So I do think the servers have crashed. So
they have. If you go into official Lotro Discord in the main chat, everyone's like, okay, it's crashing. Even the legendary servers are crashing. Everything's crashing.
There we go. Right, we can have a chat then.
So, how do you feel about this Grotmaggot?
Well, I was about to say that is the release of Kingdoms of Harad. We'll see if they get the servers back quickly. If not, we'll probably looks too intentional for a crash. You think? Because they just announced, oh yeah, don't fuck with your LIs because it's bugged and shit. Yeah, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. I'm so glad that I've streamed it all and recorded it. It's going down in history, boys. Could have also affected me. I have not actually reforged my weapons because I was retard maxing. And I didn't think about doing it. So, by my ignorance, I have been saved.
Yeah, I forgot to.
Wait, no. I'm sorry. He actually said it's also happening even if you didn't reforge.
Oh.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
dude, I would have like actually read this if I wasn't in the middle of streaming. I'm sorry, bro. Okay, well, we'll find out.
Some guy said Cordova needs to shave his beard in shame.
I mean, we could just jump onto the yapping and just invite everyone to the Discord. Should we just do that?
Let's have a chat. Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in there in a second.
Oh, what the fuck are they doing?
Boys, you are now live to 20 people or something like that.
Oh, it's not like I
Hi,
hear
boys
you on the
and
other
girls.
screen, no.
I was fucking watching the stream though.
Oh, you still watching? What do you want? Hang on. Let me.
No, we're not watching it, no.
朋友是一个坚韧不拔的纪录片，在香港这座城市的设置。主演
Saf, what's up? Radio Graffiti.
Wait, what's up?
How's it going? How's your experience of the new expansion, Saf?
Give me a quick second. I've got stream going. There we go.
How's it going?
It's going good. I wish I could play the update, but
yeah.
Got a whole halfway through the first level and start wondering about a rollback. I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy because we kind of all knew that there was going to be some sort of problem, you know?
Yeah, this always is for these ones. Usually it's in an instance, but not this widespread.
Right. It's where's the quality of life, right? Where's
Exactly.
the quality of life? Where's the quality control, rather? I don't know.
Yeah. Palancy's there for something, but I don't know what.
I don't know. We're gonna do a quick fire sort of thing. I don't know what I'm doing streaming, bro. It's fun.
You go. Good.
It's fun, man. People are enjoying themselves.
Yeah, I can never figure out what to say when I'm streaming.
Fair enough. Place your bet then. Do you think there will be a rollback?
I'm betting so because the amount of people that were affected is stupid. Even the people that didn't reforge are having issues. Mo had all of his low characters messed with, and I don't even want to log in to any of mine until they fixed it.
Yeah, it's a little scary, right? I mean, I didn't even check my allies, but who knows? Right, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Do you want to say one more word before I throw you out?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Ka-chow, how's it going?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Beryl? Were you online, experiencing the new content?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think about it so far?
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
It's terrible.
Nice and simple.
Well, I mean, we were on Legendary service, right?
Oh, right, right. Did it affect you, the ally thing?
100%. It literally took off 2 allies off each of our things. Didn't refund them, and then I was told, "Hey, test it out for us. Use a tracer removal scroll. See what you get back." I got everything back. He's like, "Yeah, put it back on and fix the weapon, but then you have to get all the runes and respend all the runes to fix your ally. Those don't get refunded."
Yeah, that's.
So yeah.
But it clearly isn't working properly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they did. It's just.
It's what
typical. It's a typical thing. They were warned about this. There were reports on Bulwark and everything about the ally stuff already being broken and bugged like this, and they totally ignored it.
Wait, people reported it.
Yeah. This was reported.
That's crazy.
Not your stream. No, I'm saying people reported the actual ally bug back on the last Bulwark, and they just simply ignored it.
Because I mean, I didn't know about this particular bug before. But if there was reports, there was no excuse.
Yeah, but this happens all the time. We see reports on all kinds of stuff that's broke. It goes to live, and they're like, "Well, we'll wait 2 weeks. Okay, we're going to disable this raid, and we're going to do this, we're going to do that," instead of just addressing the problem from the get-go.
Do you think if delaying the expansion, have it not released today, but if it was maybe released within a week from now, they would have fixed that, they would have addressed it, or do you think they just had bug report sitting there and they weren't addressing it?
I think them releasing 85 and 160 on the same day was dumb, and they both should have had separate release days so things weren't rushed, and so they could have had more time to look at stuff. I think another week on this expansion, and they should probably release 85 in January.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, also, World of Tanks Enjoyer says something reported on the Borer are not fixed. Shocker. It was also the same on Palantir. If they, I don't doubt that for a second.
Well, here's the other thing too. There, remember there's people that left the company here recently, and they put that hiring thing up. Some of those people, that person was a very good person that would have been on top of all this and had it fixed, and no longer there.
No longer working there. It's starting to bite them in the ass. All right. I'm going to sunset you now, so I'm going to throw you back into yapping. If you can, or should I just kick you?
You just kick me.
All right. Take care, mate.
Yeah.
Let's hope they fix this shit soon, hey?
Yep.
We're going to do call-ins if you want to come in and say your piece, scream at me, make me laugh, whatever. Player QA testing is completely ignored on every stage of the game in game, Borer, and Palantir. I can't really speak too much about Palantir, as it is like NDA shit and whatever, but I think we all know the situation with Palantir and how it isn't as effective as it should be for sort of QA and figuring out what's broken. A lot of the people on there are probably very good at running through the landscape and running into walls and reporting floating trees and stuff like this. But when it comes to like deeper system issues, when it comes to deeper system issues, you need more eyes on it, I think, and that's where Borer comes in, and they can give feedback there. The problem is, this one slipped through, but although they did say, someone did say, like a few people said actually, it was reported on Borer. So that's crazy. All right. Arindiis, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hello.
Oh wait, it's just you.
Oh. What? Hey, sorry, I was stupid and I had the other stream on too. You started talking about your bingo card before everyone was like, ah! What was up with the bingo card? Why did you make the decisions to put specific things on there?
Sure. I did. Oh no, booming it up. As you can see, the bingo card is here. Most of it is just dumb guesses and sort of vibes. I know it was going to be like, there was probably going to be an exploit or bug that would be discovered. I didn't expect it to be like within a few hours and so bad that it may require a rollback. The bottom row is mostly story stuff, because I figured, right, we are going to go through the story, you and I, and we're going to, give it a good shake. I think it's only fair to play through the quests and stuff to actually figure out the story, so that you can truly sort of understand where SSG's head's at with the content. Complaints about the landscape is like, that's like the least prioritized problem here, considering that the game isn't working right now.
Would you consider doing like a story recap situation?
I would like
to.
What's happening? This is one of the reasons why I'm doing this.
You could do like a really bad one too if you wanted. Like that would be okay.
Yeah, maybe, but I would like to give it a really good shape, because clearly, whether you like the story or not, you gotta give them credit. But they are a small team, and they are able to make large worlds and content. And I think if you want to critique the story, you've got to play through it and understand it, right? So if I was to do like a story recap, sort of story review, one of those cringy 4-hour-long retrospective type videos, and 100% I'm gonna.
I'd love that.
Yeah, I know. Sounds like a lot of work though, and I'm a lazy fucker.
No. Have you ever considered doing long form videos before?
Yeah, but it's whether I have the ability or skill or whatever. Maybe we'll see.
That was my call-in. If you wanna delete me. And Rusty's in the waiting room.
Yeah, we'll throw her in there now. All right, sure. Don't say anything naughty. How's it going, Rusty?
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me today. I'm really honored to be a part of your stream.
Long-time viewer, first-time caller, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Super long time viewer, devoted decades of my life to this game. And frankly, you know, I'm just going to be the first one to say it. I am absolutely shocked at the condition of it. The lag, that's a first. Potential server rollback, in all my days, I've never experienced anything like that. So
I know.
This is really overall disappointing for the game. I have no words besides Severlin. What are you doing, man? Usually the job is 20 out of 10, 100 out of 10. But definitely this is something I could forgive. You know, just knowing that this is a one-time occurrence.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
want to
never
put a
happened
black
before.
mark on the guy. No, I don't want to put a black mark on the guy. And just speaking as someone who hasn't played the game in about 6 months and has been vehemently addicted to Roblox, I can only say good things about the game, to be honest with you. I mean, the cosmetics, there's never been a repeat. They fit beautifully on every single race, every single gender. I have absolutely nothing negative to say about this game. So all I can do is forgive and move on.
Forgive and forget, right? Hey guys, can you find it in your hearts? Press 1 in the chat if you can find it within your hearts to forgive SSG. Press 0 in the chat if you have a very, very small penis.
Yeah, and then press 3 to make a donation.
Make a donation.
$1 a day can do wonders for someone in this condition. And in this, I don't know where you are, man. I'm guessing somewhere in Africa.
Chat has an amazing sense of humor. Exactly what we needed. Yeah, no, I'm shocked and appalled that this happened. I'm really shocked and appalled. I could never have expected something like this in a million years.
No, I mean, the game has such an amazing track record. I mean, just look at all the diversified content. You go into Umbar, let me tell you something. You go into Umbar, Harad, every single place is going to look completely different. There's like no repetition at all. There's so much skill. I mean, I've never been in a raid. I've never been in an instance where it's crashed, where it's been absolutely abysmal. So this is so out of character for the game, man. I don't even know what to say.
It's almost as if mechanics are learned. Look, Achillian32 says, I just wanted to ride my camel. Bro actually paid for a camel.
You know what? Let me say something. Okay, don't shame this individual. If I could pay for 20 camels, I would. Personally, and I'm just speaking personally here, I've purchased every single thing in that Lotro store. I purchased every single expansion, every single cosmetics pack. They've all been totally worth my money. And in fact, every time that expansion comes out, I get the what's it called? That like extreme one,
the ultimate fan bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the ultimate fan bundle. I'm not calling myself a whale, but I'm certainly not less than 600 pounds. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, wow. Do you want to chat loves you, by the way. Do you want to give any last words, any words of encouragement for those waiting for the servers and hope for not to roll back?
Words of encouragement. Okay. Do not ever Google.
Sorry. This content has been censored for our safety.
Don't ever Google that. Okay.
What are you supposed to Google? Do not Google.
Do not Google house fire in.
Seriously, I don't want to get banned.
Don't look into how many illegal rentals were in that building, and certainly don't look into previous ownership. Okay, don't do that. You're not going to find anything that you like.
These people aren't ready for that lore right now, Rusty.
All right. It's not going to be particularly interesting.
Don't do it. Worst mistake in my life, right?
Worst mistake in my life. Don't do it. So that's all I have to say, Grot. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to God.
Shout out to anyone.
Shout out to Allah. Shout out to Allah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And yeah, I love Israel, and I'll see you later.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can call in, bro. Get onto the chat, bro. It's just going to be that one thing we've talked about doing that we never did. You know what I mean. Oh, before that, though, I've got to get Pancor in here. My shout out, Pancor. What's going on?
Wow. My favorite TV show, yes.
It's a good TV show, right? This is the content people are looking for, you know?
Yeah, I know. Well, first of all, I want to say that I checked out the house Rusty mentioned, and there's absolutely nothing special about it. No one relevant lived there, I can confirm. Yep, so...
No. Yeah, don't look into it, lads.
Don't look into it.
Don't look into it. Yeah, it's... Were you online when the service crashed?
Yeah, I was actually boosting with my boys, and then we realized it's too hard, and we're actually bad at the game, so we stopped.
You're doing some instances or whatever?
And then we discovered the bug with Elias, and we started doing some chemical alchemy with Elias.
And the chemical alchemy has probably caused such a reaction that we may have to get on rollback now. So all of your hard work this hour of just having a good time with your boys, down the drain.
I hope they roll it back to like 2007. I hope. It was a good time.
Perhaps, who knows? Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people, we're probably all going to be saying the same thing or something thereof, but we knew it was going to be a bad release. We knew it was going to be buggy. We knew it was going to be like a shit expansion or whatever. We didn't expect it to be this bad, where it was an actual game-breaking bug.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know. I think it's funny for everyone, but it's not like the game is gonna die, because, I mean, we're all playing. I'm still gonna be playing. All my friends still gonna be playing. It's just gonna be longer to wait. That's it. I don't know.
I mean, I'll be playing, but my willingness to pay for the game right now is probably at an all-time low, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, no, shout out to everyone who spent money on Black Friday just before this update. I think you're the biggest losers, I feel like. That was a really bad sale just before the disaster, fortunately.
Should have read the room. We should have read the warning signs, boys. Not like I already paid for the Lotro
But
points.
other than that, I just wanted to say, like, everyone sounds a bit pessimistic about it, like, you know, oh, it's bad and boo-hoo. But who cares, to be honest? I see the bright sides, like, I wasn't prepared for boosting today at all, and I wanted to boost, but I was really lazy, so I was like, eh, and I came later, and it's crashed, and everyone is panicking, but I barely have pants on. So I feel like I didn't lose anything. And I feel like everyone should feel the same way. Like, you know, it's not like we all expected something better, so it doesn't matter, to be honest. It's
yeah, in the end, this is where I've always seen it. If I didn't have the group of friends that I have, with you, Nenaras, I could call pretty much half the chat out right now, but you know who you are, buddies. I probably would have quit this game a long time ago. I wouldn't have been able to sort of do the fun shit that we've been doing for so long. And I think that's the main reason to play, is for your friends. It's for like the community.
That's what I want to keep
buddies.
playing for as well.
Yeah,
exactly. If the game lives and I can enjoy it with you guys, it's awesome. So I'm just going to keep doing it.
Even if the game is absolute dog shit, we're going to laugh at it together. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Jokes is better than just crying about
Hell
it,
yeah.
I guess.
Right.
But yeah, I wanted to say something.
Absolutely. Right. I'm going to pull... I'm going to pull Nenaras in. Good luck.
Yeah.
He's got some words. Welcome to Grot of the Rings. It's Nenaras, your boy Nenaras, and Grotmaggot. What's going on? Oh. Come on, Nenaras. He's booming it up, chat. He's silent as a mouse.
You can hear me, right?
Just about. You sound about...
See, now I can't hear you. What is going on?
So we have... Okay, right. Oh, Nen. Oh, shameful. You sound as good as the game's voice acting. He sounded like Scenario does on the Lotro stream when he's just like figuring out the audio, so I'm sure he'll get to it. While he waits though, we're still taking calls. Yeah, no worries, mate. Just fix your headset come back when you're ready. I mean, I don't have to do anything. We've got like 54 viewers. Wow. Amazing. I'm very much appreciative of all of you watching. I've never really done this on this scale before. I think it's interesting, it's fun. I hope you're having fun too, despite the situation. Core does half the voice acting. I'll give you a funny little fact. For the expansion, for the Umbar expansion, right? The music, the soundtrack, a lot of the flute sounds were actually played by Cordovan. Cordovan actually did the flute, so he's a man of many talents, that guy. Right, Moine, hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, sir. How's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very well, sir. Very well, sir.
I have a few things to talk about tonight. As as a very long time player of this game, I've been,
let's hear it.
of course, playing since day one, since 2007. I was 5 years old when I started playing, and I think it's very, very infuriating to see what the state of the game is at this point. And I just want to say the server rollback is not actually about the allies. I'm 90% sure they don't care about it. They just don't want champions and wardens to have a good time.
Yeah, it feels that way, right?
Yeah, the server could not handle the champion, the merciful strike changes.
A merciful strike crash the server, you think? Causes a rollback?
Oh yeah. No, sprinting, no go.
Yeah, you can't go too fast in Lotro because it might crash the server.
Yeah,
right?
no way, yeah. You're gonna start clipping through the floor and everything.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well,
Pank's idea of going back to 2007, that's great. I mean...
Starting to warm up to that idea, are you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's simpler, better times.
I mean, you'd have to go back to 2007 to have the same experience, really, but... I'm allowed to say it there. You all know there's a private server for that, if you're interested. At least it's working right now.
A certain place.
A certain place. You know, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Horrible. I don't know what bro just posted.
Try out fucking warden changes, man. What the hell?
Man, honestly, the warden changes, another 30% heal buff would probably just make it perfect. Let's get another one. Right.
True.
Any last words before I sunset you?
Played a certain Chinese game. It's fire.
What type of game is it?
Forget about Lotro.
What's it called?
It's actually an RPG, an MMORPG. It's great.
What's the name?
And it's called Where Winds Meet.
Where Winds Meet.
Word of warning for all you freaks out there: do not start gooning because the character that you play with is 16 years old.
Right, you heard it there first, boys. Don't do anything. Don't do anything haram.
Yeah. Keep it in your pants, boys.
Yeah, keep it in your pants. Right. Fuck off now.
All right, good night.
All right, Nenaras.
Finally, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear, buddy. Loud and clear.
Beautiful. So, what's all this about the servers crashing?
Okay. So we were playing the video game. Having a great time, having a great game. Servers crash. Hasn't come back yet. But there might be a reason for that. I don't know if you were following along, but the legendary system is completely bugged right now. People's weapons were all fucked up. And they didn't expect it. There's words going around that it was actually reported. Shocker, right? They didn't expect it to happen.
See, I mean, Pank was in here all positive, but you brought a negative Nancy in with me. I can't. I haven't even bought the expansion yet.
Why are you being negative then? You should be. You're the one on the hog right now. You're winning. You didn't have to pay for this.
Well, I don't want. But I feel bad. I don't want people to have to fucking suffer through a shitty game. I think the game should be better than it is.
Yeah.
But what can you do? But it's in a bad state. This is bad. It's being bad. This is really bad. It's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, it's a gradual decline of quality and security, I think.
I think so. But I mean, like you say, yeah, if you have friends to play with, then it is enjoyable. I mean, I don't think people should be spending money on Lotro right now. I don't think they should be giving money to SSG, but I think that if they like the game, they should, log in to play with friends and do whatever. But
yeah. But I would say that while the actual release of the expansion, if it went smoothly, I think people would actually be able to, it will give it like a few weeks, and then people would actually give their, reasonable takes about the game and the quality. But right now, you just know that the fact that this has happened and may even result in a rollback, is going to piss people off. It's really bad, and it's like I'm more aghast than frustrated at this point, Like
remember too, they pushed this out. This is very late for a Lotro expansion, and they've had a lot of time to test things. They had a lot of bull roars, so I'll admit I haven't participated in any of them. I haven't played any of this new content. I have like no interest, so I don't want to speak too much on it. But there's been a lot of testing, so just saying.
Well, it was a truncated release of each borer. So we started out with one zone, and the direction of the borer was to test out that one zone. And as it went along, they started adding little things without really warning anyone. Like, for example, the skill delay.
Cooldown.
Yeah, the global cooldown, right? And so people were pissed off of that, justifiably so. And then that was like thrown onto live quicker than people could really react to. So it was like, okay, now you have to put up with this. People are now pissed off with that. I know a lot of raiders.
That's a big change for Lotro.
It is.
It's just a massive thing to bring in one unexpected, two without like. And here's where we have a problem with community management. Why has the community manager not been totally aware about that? Because one, you saw him flailing to try and explain it in the Lotro Discord, and two, why isn't it being appropriately communicated to the community so they can sort of workshop on it with the devs, take time, work through it? I mean, you didn't have to introduce this right now at the beginning of a big expansion when people are already unhappy with the game. Like, to just throw in a big change like that.
I just want to say you guys are in the waiting room.
Oh, really?
Anyone can join the chat. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you have been the whole time.
I boomed it up.
I just figured out I could go.
Get out of here, Joe.
Wow,
Okay.
wow.
We were on
I don't have but I don't
Oh, dude, I was on the stream chat, and then, like, I must have messed it up. Alright, get out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
So we were wait, everything we were saying, we were just talking to each other.
No, it was fine. It's just,
Oh, I see.
we boomed it up.
Well, hey, I'm 30 now, so I'm up there.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Anyway, yeah, I kind of hope. What is the deal with the instances? Like, I haven't even checked. Are they even coming out?
As far as I know, that will be slated for around February, or possibly as late as June.
Even the 3-man and 6-man?
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Wait, okay, I don't want to speak too badly on Lotro, but what the fuck? How? No, I'm serious. I don't get it. They had so much time. We had no instances this year. We had no landscape. Like, what's the explanation?
One sec. Sorry about the. I'm being told to hydrate. I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull a scenario.
Oh, I see. You're pulling a scenario, and let's talk about scenario. I got a couple things to say.
Oh god, we set them off, boys. Go on.
These landscapes. What the fuck? They're too fucking big. There's too much copy paste, and like everything else at SSG, they've gotten very complacent, and they get high off the smell of their own farts. Scenario thinks that he's a god creating these things. Like, if you talk to him in fucking Casual Stroll, but the landscapes are getting worse. They're getting less enjoyable to play in. I'm just saying, it's a problem, and they can't take critique anymore. Because they get inundated with boomer glazing to such a degree that they can't imagine that actually, no, these landscapes aren't looking good. They're not interesting. They're not fun. People don't want to play here. Like, okay, I know some people do, but by and large, a lot of people are not happy with the gameplay experience of the landscape, the gameplay experience, not how they look, how they play.
Okay, so chat's going wild for you, bro. First things first, right? It's been a year for them to get this stuff sorted, right?
A year, yeah.
Their response
We didn't have any new landscape.
Yeah, their response would be, we are a small team with very limited resources. Okay?
Oh, God, yeah.
And on some degree, that's very true. We all know they are a very small team. On the other hand, there is a lot of... there's a lot of fucking incompetence going on, right?
A lot of incompetence, and that's so there's a small team, there's a lot of incompetence, and then on top of that there's this very weird thing which we always talk about. To be fair, it's something that I think you've brought up a lot, is the fact that SSG brands itself as at least a AA game dev studio where it can't talk about this, it can't do that, and it doesn't have the quality, the team, or the experience to even pretend to be that. So why pretend to be that? And then when it gets criticized, it falls back on, oh, we're an indie dev company. So which one are you? Are you an indie dev company, or are you fucking Obsidian Game Studios? Like which one is it? They play whichever one they want to play at their convenience. They're Obsidian when they have to fess up to things about the game, when they have to be candid with the community. No, we can't do that. We can't talk about that kind of stuff. They're an indie game studio when they have lag, when they have issues that any game studio should have been able to solve years ago and put effort into. It's really frustrating. And then on top of that, remember too, they charge more than Blizzard does for their expansion, for their cosmetics, and all of that money, we have no idea where it goes. As far as we know, it doesn't go back into the game. That's what I find the most kind of upsetting when you look at it at a level of numbers. Like just do math, just do the math, follow the money. Where does that money go? Because it seems to not be coming back to the game, and that's really frustrating.
Where's the money going? Well,
yeah,
the feeling that we as players get, because again, we're not going to have every single bit of information. I know some of us like to snoop quite a bit, but it feels to me that the quality control is completely lacking. You know, a lot of the decisions they do seem very monetary, sort of, it's driven by money. You know, they aggressively monetize cosmetics, they aggressively monetize a virtue system, and various other points of grind, and they're expecting you to pay quite a lot of money for the game. It's an expensive game, but the quality of the stuff is very under par. And the technical,
very
the technical sort of stuff as well. With the fact that there's a massive bug and oopsie daisy, game broke. You know.
What's kind of weird now? I don't want to be too negative because I'm really negative. But what's kind of concerning is the way that it almost seems now like we're getting charged for every ounce of content too. So remember before where we got more free content. Now an expansion is literally just a quest pack, basically. Yes, I know there's some instances, but back in the old day, even going back to like Minas Morgul, like whatever the update cycle was, I felt that we were getting much more bang for our buck and much more free content. Now it seems like we're getting a quest pack once a year. I feel that.
And you mentioned quest pack, and Perks says, Perks agrees. A lot of people agree.
And you have to pay for it. You have to pay a lot of money.
You pay a lot of money for a standalone expansion.
Even the basic expansion is like $40 for me.
Yeah,
that's a lot of. That's the amount of money of I think that's how much Arc Raiders is right now, and that's just for an expansion, which is basically a quest pack for instances that aren't coming.
They are selling individual expansions with the content of basically like a large quest pack with no instances until a couple of months.
It's crazy.
And then they are charging that for what you'd get paying a pretty good game on Steam. Like fuck. There's games that have got a plethora of content. And they're being charged about 30 quid, and that's a fully fledged game. Lotro, as a live service, they're going to charge whatever the fuck they want, but the quality does not match it, and I think people need to start calling it out. They need to start...
No, definitely.
They absolutely need to start calling out when their game does not perform, because in the end of the day, it's not out of malice or spite or hatred or just boredom that people have good critiques. It's out of passion. We've played this game for a long fucking time, and we want this game to be as good as it can possibly be. Silk Song is cheaper than this crap. Silk Song was about $20, and that gave me several hours of amazing content.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Look, I
love Silk Song.
It's really hard for me to enjoy Lotro right now, and I think it might be a long time before I even want to play it again. At the same time, though, I do think it's starting to get into a period where it's kind of getting like highway robbery in terms of what they're charging for what they're offering, which is broken content, very little content, frequently delayed content. That seems kind of unfair to me, and it's really weird that you cannot talk about it, especially in... I guess you can kind of talk about it in the official Lotro Discord more so, but on the forums where it's just drowned in, I don't know, basically boomers who don't understand that they're being scammed. And I'm not trying to be like a SIG, because I think SIG can be a bit silly about things. I don't think there's some grand scheme. I think they're just like trying to penny pinch and trying to get as much money they can out of people by doing as little as they really need to. I don't know. I don't think there's a good big theory to it.
Well, we know Sig. He's got some good points. A lot of it is very much dead game, bro.
He does.
But the thing is, it's the people who still play the game. It's people who still play the game and are very passionate and very big on the game. They shouldn't be mocked or ridiculed for enjoying Lotro and being extremely passionate about Lotro. but they should be able to demand more from the game, because at this point we are asking for the bare minimum. We are asking for the content to work.
Yeah.
Right.
You and I have given up on our dreams of like expansive gameplay.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I know. We had
in chat that Harad has nothing. It expands on nothing. You're right. We have nothing new. We haven't gotten anything new in terms of gameplay systems, in terms of the way we play the game, in terms of the way we engage in Middle-earth in years. And that's, at this point, I don't even know that that's possible. But now we're just asking for an expansion that works, that comes out on time, that it has the content that people have paid for, that's worth the money. And that's not even happening.
Yeah, I said we used to talk a lot then about how like amazing ideas that we were coming up with, all these amazing ideas, expecting Orion to be able to have, the resources and it was copium, right? It was pure copium.
Yeah.
But at the time, there was a lot of hopium. It was like people.
Yeah.
Really thought that SSG were getting their shit in order, because after Umbar, a lot of the hype was around the the sort of deserty biomes. We're going somewhere new. We're getting new systems coming. Ryan's back in the game. Autumn is working at the developer and stuff like this, right? But the result after a year of nothing, and this year,
really
friends, this year has been so bad for Lotro. We have had no real content, and we've been bogged down by this atrocious transfer system process.
I think this is probably Lotro's worst. Maybe I could be wrong. I think this is close to one of Lotro's worst years.
I honestly believe.
I wasn't around for Helm's Deep, but I think this is, in terms of, like, at least with Helm's Deep, there was stuff to do, even if you didn't like it, even if you fucking hated the content. There is literally nothing to do this year, and the servers are shit. So I don't know how it can get worse than that.
I mean, I wasn't really playing the game I wasn't really making aware choices in the game at that time. I was like,
no, in other words, I had
fairly
stopped playing
new
for a bit.
Right.
I played like as a kid.
I would
love
to pick the brain of someone who went through that, and is seeing the game now as well, and see it. But
that'd be interesting. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
It's. I mean, fucking hell. I'm looking at this 50 viewers. The game isn't even on. We're not even playing the game. We have 50 viewers. That's amazing, guys. I really appreciate that.
But I guess there's appetite for Lotro, but there's also appetite for a better Lotro, and it's why this is going to sound conspiratorial. Why people like you and I, who are really desperate for, like, I don't know, more interesting things to happen in Lotro, ways to actually play and engage with the game. I don't fucking want to keep doing scenarios quests or Made Alliance quests. I don't want to just run around fetch quests. Like, that is okay. Setting aside the raids and instances, which we all do, like, holy shit, it's very tedious. It's very much the same thing. What else can we do with the game? But don't remember what my point was. I think people want more. So then when you hear people like Orion making really interesting promises, level downscaling, which you can play with your friends and get cool kinship rewards, or what, like, people latch at that because, yes, people really enjoy Middle-earth. People enjoy playing in a game that's set in the Lord of the Rings universe. They want to do crazy and interesting things in it. And Orion sometimes will promise that, and other devs will promise that, even scenarios sometimes, but they give the same promises for years and years on end, and you eventually feel exhausted from being pulled along on a string.
Yeah, and at this point, we don't have. I think as a community, we are very much losing that.
I think so. Yeah.
Willingness to just take them at their word, especially when you consider how aggressively the game is being monetized as well.
Yeah.
I just want to take a few of the chat's points because they've got a lovely discussion going on right now. Perk says, since I started in like 2017, this has been the worst experience I've had for sure. Tiniel says, it's insane to milk Harad into 3 expansions. There was much better areas which only got 1 expansion. Yeah, they could have made it more diverse.
They still haven't learned. They did the exact same thing with the dwarves, with the 2, 3, 4 years with the dwarves, and they're doing the same thing with Harad. It's break things up a bit. We can go to other places. We can do other things. Like, they get really, I don't know what it is. I think, do they want to just use the assets they have, or is it that they kind of get up their own asses about their own lore and world building? They're like, I can't, like, they really do. The way the devs talk about Harad, I know they're really passionate about it, but like 3 years as a player, it's really boring. Like,
it's gotten very samey. Yeah. But of course they've built this story and they want to see it to its conclusion. And I think that's their. But that they've padded it out for 3+ years now. And I think when it comes to actually when you're only releasing 1 expansion a year, now that's your thing. You've got to
can't do that.
You've honestly just make their stories more condensed. And you've got all these like a plethora of characters and factions and people and lore and stuff. And I get that's like Lotro's thing, because this is Lord of the Rings, but like Lord of the Rings also was a very character-driven story, and it's that I think was some of the. I mean, I'm kind of going on a tangent myself here, but I think some of Lotro's strongest stories were character driven. I mean, fuck the Dunlending, not Dunlendings, the Dunedain in Dunland. It was you had that whole journey with the Grey Company, and you get to explore and learn more about the Dunlendings and their culture. But you also had a lot of character in the Rangers, and each one was kind of. Had quite an interesting thing about them. I can't remember anything like vaguely interesting about the fucking half the characters in the Song of Ways and Whims. I'm sorry.
Also, that shit did not outstay its welcome, and you did a lot. So across the Rise of Isengard or whatever expansion, there was so much shit you did in terms of the story, the locations you went to. It was a beginning, a middle, and an end. Now with Harad, Umbar, I don't even know what I did. I was bounced all over the place with way too many characters. And the story was stretched out. You can even tell by the way it's being told. It was like, kind of seemed like they were writing it as they went. Like in Legacy of Morgoth, like who the fuck is this Cormoraltor guy or whatever? What the fuck are these orcs? I mean, they look cool and all, but that shit, there was no need for that to be told over 3 expansions. You could tell a story in Umbar and Harad in 1 expansion. You really can. But
Rhys Volder says, constantly disappointed that the new people don't have the level of attentiveness that Turbine did. While they certainly had their faults, they were way better with community in almost every aspect. Again, Lotro is a tiny company now. It's been ran by SSG, which is working on 2 games, right? And you've got the community manager is now operating both of these games. He's done that since I think he started working, right? He was always a DDO and Lotro community manager. And it feels like, on one hand, like, you've got to sort of you kind of just have to deal with the fact that, yes, they are operating kind of like a AA studio, but they are definitely, like, the resources of almost indie, But it's like getting your feedback to the developers is not as simple as just talking to them half the time. If you're on the forums, you have to wade through a lot of less than stellar posts, And they're quite argumentative over there, and there's no guarantee that the developers are going to read your suggestions or feedback. But if you talk to them like human beings, you build rapport with them, they may listen to you, but then they've still got to be like professional, right? It's a hard balance to strike, and I know it's that I don't envy them their position having to deal with this, because like, again, they're humans, but it's the way the game is being ran. It's the way the company's being ran. It's the way...
I mean...
It's what we end up seeing as players is what's important here.
Another problem is, I mean, when Rise Volder was talking about Turbine, is the fact that, like, at the end of the day, I guess this is an almost 20-year-old game, and part of the difficulty is even us as players. I'm not saying accept subpar work, but we do have to accept that, like, this game is old. It doesn't have the crowd it once had. It's not going to be ever as polished as it was back when, say, Turbine was there. Back when it was owned by Warner Brothers Games at one point, and it had so much money behind it. When you had Chance Thomas doing the fucking Riders of Rohan score, so much art, so much promo, we're never going to get that level of polish. At the same time, though, if you're asking for $40 for an expansion, you better expect to get that shit on release, and it better be working. Otherwise, don't ask for $40 for it.
That is the least we can expect.
Yep.
Right. Now, I'm really sorry to everyone who was excited for, playing today. I mean, what can we do, right? This is why we're here. This is why 60 people are watching me and then rant. It's kind of cathartic, right, lads? Lotro devs struggle to accept criticism or ideas, even if it's given with respect. Yeah, Talis Bairden says she was excited to play today. I know. So was I.
Well, Kyle, we were talking about that earlier. I think that lately, I've noticed it's gotten worse. I think that the devs, and this even goes to landscape devs, to story devs, have started to get way too... they've started to take to heart the boomer glazing of Lotro. Oh, the landscape's amazing, the story's amazing. It's actually not that great. It's subpar. It's an MMO. It's not as good as other games out there. And they don't actually recognize that, and they don't reckon with that. They truly think that Lotro... I feel sometimes that some of the devs think that Lotro is the best Middle-earth game it is, this best game it is. There are better games out there. Many of us have played them. There could be a better Middle-earth game out there. There could be a game with a more beautiful Middle-earth game out there. We're not going to get it, but
I think
they need to accept that.
Again, I cannot stress this enough. We are doing this, and we're talking about this sort of thing for 2 reasons. 1, because there's nowhere else we can talk about it, and 2, we are extremely passionate about this
yes,
game.
Yes.
And
True.
Individually, and as I know, there's a lot of people in the chat who contribute a lot to this game. This game's knowledge base.
Absolutely, yeah.
They contribute to feedback, which is really good. And this is the time. Now more than ever, we need to be on their asses. We need to be saying, listen, this is unacceptable. And you got to do it in a very respectful way, because a lot of the time people just sort of crash out, and then that's. I mean, I don't want to call anything out in particular, but there are communities that I'm sort of in that do get very doomer about it, and it
can be hard not to.
It is. I mean, bro, I crash out all the time. I rage and storm about things all the time because I'm like, this they can do better. They have shown us they can do better, and it's actually.
They also need to fess up and realize that they're a mess. They're right now. They need to say we have not been competent. We have not communicated to our community. We have not been communicating with our community at the level they deserve. We have not been releasing good content. We have not been releasing content on time. This year's been a mess. But they haven't been able to do that. I mean, even I saw Orion made a comment on Reddit the other day about how the game's at a turning point and it's doing so well and everything's going really good. It's not. It's not going well. It's going really poorly. This is one of the worst years in Lotro ever. You need to. I mean, I know you can't as a business say that it's one of the worst years ever, but you need to acknowledge that there's problems.
You've got to acknowledge it, and you've got to vow to do better in the end of the day. And
yeah,
it's not like,
exactly.
I'm not saying, they need to start I need to apologize and get on their knees and grovel. No.
Yeah, no, I don't care about all that. It's just that like say there's a problem and make things better. Work on it, because you're charging a lot of money for this. That's the point I'm more concerned about. Like, I literally did not buy this expansion because I know that I'm not getting what I'm paying for in terms of lag, in terms of content not all coming at once. I mean, that's why should someone pay $40 for subpar content, for something that's not being released, for a poor play experience? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't seem fair.
It's take a shot every time they don't have the tech, just to see if the tech's next year. They do work on things slowly, but everything SSG does is extremely slow. And I just want to, I kind of want to just get this off my chest, right? You guys remember the Black Friday very recently, right? What do you guys thought about that one? It's sales are sales, right? But there's something in the Lotro store, in the marketplace, that I know a lot of you know already, but it's always funny to me. Before the shadow,
I didn't even look this year. What was the deal?
I don't know.
Selling before the shadow.
I didn't buy. No, they're explicitly not selling before the shadow at a discount. Although it's on the marketplace for a full price expansion, about £20, but it's free to play content.
But they at this point know that, because there was outrage last Black Friday when they were selling it.
Yes, but then
it's free.
That's what I'm awkwardly trying to signal the point towards. They know about it. They've known about it since last year, but they haven't done anything about it.
Well, that's willful ignorance. Then
either that, or they're just getting cucked by Daybreak, and Daybreak's just not lifting a finger. You gotta remember there are higher ups that are out, like SSG's control. SSG doesn't always get the final say in these things, and it's not to excuse them. I'm sorry, but this is the situation you're put up with, and we're not the only fucking players who are tired of it, you know.
No, but I mean, always with the SSG versus Daybreak, I used to put a lot on, this is because of Daybreak, this is because of Daybreak. But as the years have come by, it does seem that a lot of these issues come back to SSG itself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying about this specific issue, the $20 expansion, but like, even the way they engage in chat, like Josie was saying, the Stormplay was acting all bemused about this thing. Like, that's not something you act bemused about. That's something a player says there's a problem here. You're charging $20 for something that's already free for an emote. They say, oh yeah, let's go fix that. It's really weird.
I mean, on one hand, the person behind the monetization does try to be transparent, but it's often
I did notice that. I appreciate that. Yeah,
I always did appreciate that, because there's a lot of developers and SSG staff who are just complete radio silence. You can't even reach out to them, right? They're ghosts. Yeah. Do I agree with all their decisions? Absolutely not. But at the least, they at least talk to players, and now a lot of it is very a little out of touch, right? She's very much a corporate speaker sort of person, very good at sort of twisting things and sort of into something positive, although in reality that's you can't defend before the shadow still being sold.
No.
Okay, so Archillian says, listen, last Black Friday, the sales were so terrible that they had to put up new sales the following week.
I remember that.
With double points and carryalls and valids and stat tomes. This is because Zealous Strata came back and took over the Lotro sales from Cordovan. This is why each week we get free dies and stuff. Okay, well, yeah, at least we get that. But, I mean, I'm not saying she's good at what she's currently doing.
I'll say at least I prefer that there's someone thinking about things, whether they are thinking about it in a poor way or a bad way, whatever. At least, like, before, I did get the impression when Cord was doing marketing, I mean, that's not his job. He's not good at marketing. And you know it. I mean, even up to Kingdoms of Harad, how many announcements were there on the Discord? There was, like, barely any, which is very weird.
It's always funny because when you look at the announcements on the Discord, right, and I'm glad I'm still there, and I hope I still remain there after this stream, you know what he's like. I'm glad, like, they do talk, but, like, come on, man. The day before today, like yesterday, the only response was like, make sure to get your reward tracks cashed in. Like, okay, we know it was coming today.
It's even, like, there's not even, look, I'm looking at this right now, like, there's not even an image, there's not even emojis, there's not even bolding to, like, make things obvious. There's just, like, it's just a line of text. It's so low effort.
Well.
Other server community, I mean, whatever. There's something that did you see Gotzer said this when I started playing 5 years ago? I was told they were gonna fix all these issues. Man, was I fooled.
Yeah, no,
that's like the biggest thing that I came back in 2020 and I was strung along on these promises of we're fixing lag, we're looking at it, until I realized that, like, they've said the exact same line, like in a stream from 2020, that they'll say in 2 months from now. When Severland's on a line, he'll say, well, we have engineers looking into it. At this point, it's really even hard to believe that they do. Or even, I mean, Scenario and Orion have been talking about this plan for housing. They've been talking about it for 5 years, and I don't even think they realize they've been doing that. They've been saying, we have something coming, we have something coming.
It's coming soon, guys. It's coming soon, guys. We're so excited.
It's ridiculous.
You know, what it is,
it's insane.
It frustrates me. Because I won't lie, I also bought into the copium. It was...
Oh, yeah.
And you see them on the stream, and it used to be, like, really interesting to see them streaming together.
Yeah.
Because it was unprecedented. You never see, like, a dev being candid with the player base. But now it's infuriating, because, you know what?
It feels like a scam.
It's like it's been too long now, and we haven't got anything of substance for it. And I know...
It's crazy, too.
Hang on, let me finish. I know Orion is extremely passionate for the game, and I know he's excited to announce things and talk to the players. But I'm sorry, brother. This may not all be your fault, and I really don't want him to, like, take the blame for everything, because he can be a little bit like that sometimes. But I really want him to know that it's just like what has come out from the game has been honestly very, very subpar for a while, and it's just not been our hopes kind of shattered, brother. You kind of upset me.
Well, that's where it's like I don't think they mean badly, but I don't think at all. I think they really mean what they say. They want to do this stuff. They, like, for example, Scenario's been talking for like 3 or 4 years now. I'm not even joking, that he's having engineers looking at resizing housing items. He's been repeating the same thing on stream for 3 or 4 years. That's a long fucking time for a game. Now, I believe he believes that. At the same time, though, when someone pushes back and says, you've been telling us this for 3 or 4 years. Why isn't it just in the game? Why are we paying for a game where a dev keeps telling us something will come for 3 or 4 years? They would get upset. They would say, well, we have a small team. Yeah, but it's a reasonable thing to ask. Why am I paying for a game in which I'm strung along for 5 years saying we will fix this, we will fix this, we will fix this? It's hard to defend. It becomes hard to defend.
It is a pivotal moment with a new expansion, with a new level cap. A lot of things change. And it's a very important moment. A lot of players come back to the game. I just want to shift gears a sec and just say what Morgamer has said. Morgamer says, I put in a bug report on Borora about the LI error and traceries missing. Clearly, they ignored the bug report. Then the solution is to fucking test more. They need to be sure that this stuff doesn't happen. They need QA to be checking these things. It's important.
They obviously don't. I'm not saying this to defend them, but they just must not have enough people. Like, I'm not saying that, like, that person is obviously not doing a good job, but at the same time, like, that's what's also disturbing, is that they don't have a QA team to correctly do this. So then fine, start bull roarers earlier. Get rid of the fucking Palantir. because that's not working. Change what you're doing.
They need to fix this sort of the way they go about QA.
Yeah.
I think is fundamentally doing them no favors. There's a lot of you guys have got a lot of good points here, and
yeah, a lot.
I really just want to break them down. And by the way, if you want to jump in and say what you want to say, you're very much welcome to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I've taken up a lot of time on here, so gonna go get some snack and let you guys go.
Take care, bro. Take care. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Bye, guys.
Bit of catharsis to talk to about 60 people about this.
Of course. Thank you for letting me rant and rave. Bye.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. Well, boys, it's been really good so far. I might stream for a little longer just to see what we can do. Get up to mischief, maybe. Yeah, of course. Come on, get back in, everyone. We're winding it down a little bit, but I just want to, before we take anyone in, let me just read the chat 1 second, guys. The Ultimate Kyle says, first, Umbar was released with no endgame, dailies or weeklies, which took them almost 2 months to rectify. Then instances were pushed back to release at the same time as the raid in March, almost 5 months after Umbar's release. The instances were buggy despite all the extra time they held them back. Some of the bugs, like double boat bug on T5 Mshura, were never fixed. They just abandoned their plans for Orion's crafting revamp. That says it all, doesn't it? We're having a repeat of what happened with Umbar. And I really hope they just crack on, get their heads down, fix what needs to be fixed. Okay, if there has to be a rollback, right, it has to be a rollback. But long term, we're talking about the rest of the level cap needs to be clear. It needs to be clean. The instances, alright, if they are going to come out at around January or June or somewhere time next year, then they need to be clean. They need to be fixed. They can't be released in a broken state that pisses players off more. Because a lot of people are very, very sick of it. You know? Okay, he also continued. Actually, let's go to someone else. Archilian says, no, I think at the end of the day, Orion and OnMac and others want to do really good stuff and do well. But the main company and Sev is holding them back. Hell, Lotro doesn't even have an actual producer position anymore because Orion turned it down. Now, I'm not going to talk about interior company stuff. I don't know enough about it. You probably know more than I do. But yeah, I do think that Orion and Onum are extremely passionate about the game, and I know, like, my boy Onum has been working wonders for this expansion. I don't want to say anything he doesn't want to say, like, anyone else to know, but he's worked very hard for it over this, and so they all have, really. But like, they can't stick the landing. This is what happens when they don't stick the landing, man. Like, it's the way the game has been run. This is where the refugees are hanging out. Yes, Sleepy Dog. We are taking it easy. We're chilling. We're almost 70 viewers, and we've been getting people calling in to the stream. We've been chilling. I've got them in the waiting room now. Do you think the servers will come back do I think the servers will come back in the next few hours? Dunno. I don't know. If they do, it will likely be when I go to bed. So I'm kind of disappointed about that. Let me just throw in my buddies. 1 sec. Moine, you're on. Moine.
I wanted to talk to you about, well, a bit of a change of subject here, and we spoke about this earlier off stream.
Okay.
But what do you think of the next classes getting reworks and
so
what needs to be done to them?
As far as I'm aware, they announced they announced that it would be Champion or Runekeeper for the next reworks. But at this rate they're going, like, I don't think we even see it in the near future, because the base game is in an unplayable state right now, and they've just released the expansion. They probably, as they wind down for the winter holidays, I think we won't hear anything about that until probably next quarter of the year.
Yeah, true. And with the time we waited for Hunter and Burglars probably coming, if with the next expansion even, I wouldn't expect less of them, or more even.
Yeah.
But also, considering you're one of the best wardens on Meriadoc, I wanted to discuss something with you. I've seen a lot of push lately to more or less simplify the warden gameplay, especially in tank spec.
Mm.
And I'm not a big fan of that idea, but with all the lag that's been hurting warden gameplay lately, I think it wouldn't hurt too much to simplify a few things. What do you think of that?
So, specifically for tank, the main issue of tank wardens is that they have to put in a lot of effort and a lot of micromanaging and buff maintenance to be as tanky as, say, a guardian or a captain or something, right? The core gameplay of building gambits to fire off buffs or whatever, that should mostly remain the same, in my opinion. I think when it comes to, well, yeah, even perks, it's like, even then you're not as tanky as like a guardian who's got full fortifications, right? But I think like, if you look at warden, it should be quality of life stuff at the moment. Like, could they potentially make a sort of give you the ability to enter a encounter fully buffed? You know, because you've got to do this warden dance before each encounter.
I think
right?
that's one of the main like strong points of warden, that you can pre-buff more than other classes. But at the end of the day, those pre-buffs and everything are just putting you on par with, or even less than, other classes, other tank classes.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just like I'm trying to think of the wording here. Sorry. It's the input versus output ratio of warden. It's like, how much are you putting into the game play, as opposed to how much you're actually how much you are effective, and that really is the crux of the balance there with warden. A lot of people have problems with, they may struggle being able to play at an effective level because you have to maintain a lot of buffs. Throughput versus output. Thank you, Perks. I'm glad someone with a higher IQ than I is in the stream chat. And yeah, it's if you balance them as such, you just give them like, oh, they're stronger, then that's not really the solution either, is it? Because then people would just be like, okay, well, I'm just going to macro a warden and be like overpowered.
Sure.
Our collective IQ is 6-7. Yeah.
6-7.
I fucking hate you guys so much.
One more thing about warden, I've noticed that certain fights, like, there's, like, depending on the fight, sometimes you don't even need to do all that dances and the buffs and all that stuff. Like, you just stack your heals, and now that they've buffed self-healing too, it's really like, okay, where are you going with this? Right? Like, do you wanna,
I think someone
make it easier, or
I
what?
think someone else mentioned somewhere around, like, I've read it somewhere, but they might just be buffing that to address for the scaling for the new level cap, rather than just be an outright buff of 30%. It could just be a numbers game, because
That would make sense.
Yeah, right. That's why I'm going with that theory as well, to be honest.
I saw a pretty nice idea to move the buffs into a sort of like a stacking buff, and you build it up through builders. Like, the more you use your builders, you get different stacking buffs.
But then you have to ask, what are you going to build? Like, what if you're playing like a warden tank and you get passive buffs through using the builders? That might just encourage you never to use masteries, and then it's like, oh yeah. By the way, I just want to mention that I can't set up the mic fan any better than I can. It's a loud PC. I'm sorry. It's been like that all stream. I'm surprised any of you are actually sitting through that shit. Hang on, Jan, can I share that with the gang? What you sent on that Discord, where you put it on your TV. Am I allowed to share that or no? That's funny. That's really funny. Someone's watching the stream on their TV, and a nice TV too.
Amazing. We love to see it.
Sure. This is getting meta. I do want to say anything else? I'm sorry if my head is like fried right now, but like I don't even remember what I said to you, bro. I'll be real. I hope my answer was satisfying.
One last point before I see myself
Please,
out.
please, please.
I've seen this dialogue around that. Do we really trust them to even rework any more classes? Because, okay, they reworked Berg, they reworked Hunter, Loremaster. A lot of people are happy with it. A lot of people are not happy with it. And a lot of people are saying, okay, if they do rework Champion, if they do rework Warden, Runekeeper, do we trust them to keep like the identity of the class? Do we trust them to do good for the class?
Hang on,
A lot of, for example, Yellowbirds, myself included, just stopped playing Yellowbird because a lot of people said that, yeah, no, this does not feel like Yellowbird anymore. You don't feel like a Berg anymore.
Yeah, now that's really up to personal preference, though, isn't it? Because what your idea of the class identity should be, as opposed to the difficult decisions that the developer has to put in order to make a rework in the first place and try and make everyone happy while still being effective and fixing a lot of their core issues. It's a very difficult balancing game. I think, for the most part, we can rely on Onum to do a pretty good job for class reworks. It's definitely a lot better than certain other devs in the past. Will he always get it right? Not always. Probably not. I know Hunter's a very contentious one.
Yeah.
I left Pancor in the rating room. I'm gonna throw you out, and I'm gonna get. I think this is gonna be our last call, and then we're gonna probably call it. I'm sorry, Mashallah.
What? You throw him out?
Yeah, I threw us one at a time. That's how we do it.
Damn. You were there like announcing, should I toss both of you in? And I was like banging against the waiting room, screaming, and he just didn't say anything.
No. Sorry about that.
And then he came. No, I just wanted to say, I don't know anything about reworks. You guys were talking about reworks. What about Champion rework? Anything for Champion for me that I can consume?
Champion out rework? No idea.
Oh shit!
Too early to say right now. This is
Well, that ultimate. Yeah, everyone who said 6-7 in chat should be like
banned.
Forcefully put on pity list. Yeah, banned.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm clear. If you couldn't tell, I'm getting quite tired. I think we're gonna call it for a night. But
Yeah, no worries. No worries. I came here also to fart.
Yep. just shitpost. It's been a really good stream.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye. Fuck off. Take care, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope they fix the game. All right.